5. Boop, boop. Click on that. Okay. Okay. Let me get recording started because reactions and whatnot, even though reactions probably aren't going to happen until much later. Alright. Got everybody nicknamed. Got a handful of mons. We got Route 1, 22, and 2. We still need to pick up something from... what is it? I don't remember if you actually have something out the rip, so... You do have something out the rip, okay. Why do you have Fairy Root too? Of course you got it, right? Of course. Wake up, Goldie. Heyo, bonus day. How's it going? Ooh, I think we're good. But how's it going, bonus day? How is your Sunday? Okay, didn't immediately run straight back into the training room, which is good. Alright, nobody in here to talk to. Yeah. Alright, first encounter. Okay, Lady Luck once again. Alright, I'm gonna go for a scratch. That's fine. Why do you have Mega Drain? So you don't actually have like Super or Psychic moves yet, right? Okay, seriously, game, let me actually hit, for the love of God. Oh my God. Alright, I'm just gonna have to take a chance here. Perfect. You know what? As always, if anybody has a good nickname, let me know, but with the coloring, I feel like you gotta go Cell, right? Okay, also just purely based on the fact that we're already hitting just like, oh hey, by the way, here is a bunch of mons that are just gonna counter your setup. Let's get a little bit of training in before we get moving on. Hey Olga, Doc, welcome on in. How was your Sunday? Thank you for the 5 stream streak. Okay, I don't care. That's a fun name. How's it going? How is your Sunday? Bonus day, getting their quest for the day, their first ever. Ooh, gotta get some blue glue for Umber Glue and Blue Dream. Honestly, good quest. Good quest. Gotta help the homies out. Alright. Is that new or just... it's been there for a while. I was gonna say, I think I have at least like 2 or 3 people that have hit 100 so far. I'm blind. You know, understandable. Things that you will notice that a lot of people tend to completely miss when it comes to a streamer's setup. Channel points, titles, and commands. Especially if those said commands are in the title. It's to be expected. Oh hey look, one of the people. Good doc, with quest number 132. Get your favorite food as fast food for dinner. Snow Toad. Okay, well that just seems like a really like everyone else had such solid names. Snow Totodile. Well, Snow Toadile. Okay. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. Snowdodile, like actually taking the time to read it and not just like letting my brain just like go Totodile, snow, just like Snowtodile, solid setup. I'm liking the look of it. It looks like a off-brand Frigibax. Yeah, I was gonna say ice is water resists ice, not the other way around. Ooh, add a quest. Sail to a small island and conquer. Most islands are owned by original people, so to speak, right? Let me pull up the daily quests. I mean, does anybody know if like if Mitch McConnell or is it Lindsey Graham? Okay, hold on. I gotta check Twitter real quick. It's like I know it's Graham, but I don't. I'm sitting here trying to think. Is it Lindsey Graham? Am I crazy? But either way, Graham died today. The gay one. Yeah, exactly. That one. It's like maybe he has an island. That's it. That one's free for the taking. Cause fuck that guy. He don't need an island anymore. All right, I'm gonna get a. Hello, Edie. But yeah, for whatever reason, couldn't fall asleep last night, and I was awake for when the news broke that he was dead. Which I gotta say, good news to see. Ooh, you have pack. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Give me all of the mac and cheese mons. Dude, that really... Right. Oh, right, because also Eevee's gonna be very, very light. Of course, that's not gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah, I believe in the pug. There we go. Drop that accuracy. But yeah, now knowing what I have in store for me when it comes to Brock and the fact that this is actually an upscaled challenge. Like, it's not Radical Red levels of upscaled challenge, but it is... Hello? Okay, weird. For whatever reason, my feed on my phone completely froze. I was like, uh-oh, did everything die? No, it's just Twitch Mobile being Twitch Mobile. I can at least say confidently that the Pooch does not learn any fairy moves right away. I was gonna say, at the very least, I could trust the Pugmug to actually do some solid tackles. Ooh. Burrito instead of Chikorita? Very, like, obviously the play on Cubone, but very nice. That would have been a good get as well, though I'm very happy with Pugmug. The fact that there's so many different mons that you can essentially choose, well, not even choose from, but like you could have a chance to get, is actually kind of wild. Alright, Pugmug 6. Alright, we're doing good. Right, one more battle and then Hulkbuster can take a little bit of a side break. Alright, once we get up to Brock, I'll slow the speed back down. Because after that will be actual new content. It's just, I want to try and get through this portion as quickly as possible. Okay, free bite. We'll get rid of Growl. That'll be nice if we run into any ghost types in the future. Alright, Pugmug. Use this. Okay, maybe Mudslap? Yeah, Mudslap's not the way to go. Graham dies, but McConnell unfortunately showed signs of life, but he does look... I'm in agreement with everybody on the internet. That photo of proof of life, that is 1,000,000% AI. I've also seen reports that several other like fact checkers have confirmed that it is in fact AI. Mitch McConnell, 1,000,000% dead, and they are quite literally going to keep his corpse alive just long enough so that they don't have to have a special election to essentially give up his seat. Which, you know, big shocker that the Republicans would do something like that. Right, free sand attack. I'm kind of hoping that Pugmug here is going to learn a decent ground move before we at least make it to Brock. Ooh, Goldie, get out there. Because I don't know if this thing actually has a... Oh, would you look at that? Okay, well that's at least a little bit for Goldie. Good news against this Eevee. I was going to say one of its main things that it was using against our Hulk Buster was Sand Attack. Okay, I'm going to probably butcher this. Abkia? Is that how? Is that how you pronounce your name? Please let me know. But how's it going? How's your Sunday? I subbed and liked? Well, look at you go. Absolute real one right here. It's like, if you haven't done what Abakia has already done and hit that like and that sub button, definitely do so. It really helps out the channel. Could be AI, but it's being reported in all news channels, so who knows? Well, 90% of the news, at least here in America at this point, is owned by wealthy right-wingers. So, yeah, not gonna lie, don't really trust the news. Okay. Sunday's going good? Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Love to hear people having a solid day. No matter what the day, but a solid day nonetheless. But I need to go sleep. Oh yeah, if it's late for you, go get you some sleep. You deserve it. I appreciate you stopping by and at least dropping the sub and the like. But yeah, like, nothing of the whole Mitch McConnell thing makes any bit of sense. Him being in the hospital for an entire month with literally no update until literally like one of the very last days that they could give a, hey, I'm still alive, look at me, don't hold a special election. His wife that is very much so believed to be essentially a honeypot from the Chinese government, literally leaving him like days after he got into the hospital to go to China. Alright, we'll play this one safe. There's at least Goldie up. And especially sucks that we're now at 100%, like, at the point where, like, unless you find, like, the absolute tiniest of details that, like, really show that it's an AI photo, like, yep, it's like, you have to, like, look at every single piece of video and photos that as, like, there's a chance that it's AI. Like, you can't constantly look at people's fingers anymore to be like, oh, hey, something's wrong with that person's fingies. Because that used to be, like, a big telltale sign. Like, it's like, obviously, if you put more, like, people into a singular photo, you'll still get those situations, but that's, like, far and fewer in between. I will say, like, one of the biggest things that I saw someone point out with that latest photo is the fact that his wife, which, again, as far as we know, she's still supposed to be in China, her shirt doesn't have any buttons on it. Other than that, obviously the newspaper, specifically being today's newspaper, but with the way that the letters are blocked off on, like, the right hand side, they don't match up the actual Washington Post or New York Post. I can't remember what newspaper it was based on, but that also has some general suspicion around it. Alright, perfect. Alright. Alright, last one to get to 9. Well, that being said, can't have our boy get pecked to death. Okay, so let's see. Mermaid Man's gonna be really great for everything except for the Cravaran, which is electric rock, but that's why we have our Pugmug. Ooh, that was some good XP for our boy. Wait, super fight, huh? Oh, I thought you were Bug Psychic. Well, that changes things. Which I guess makes a lot more sense, seeing as how it has Mega Drain. Though Grass Psychic should probably be a fairly good typing. I bet it's going to come in decent handy for Misty, bare minimum. Cindamil. You're part grass, right? Yeah, you're part grass. Alright, let's see if we can't... Yeah, I was going to say, let's see if we can at least get lucky with getting this killed off. Snap out Confusion. Get back in Confusion. Snapped out of Confusion, that's fine though. 57 HP experience, not bad. Ooh, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Give me a couple more of those, please. Okay, that is, in fact, not more of those. but we believe in Mermaid Man. Okay, especially with the oh god, Ledina? Was that what the name was changed to? But either way, with that one, like with it having Trace, I think it makes it even more pertinent that I nicknamed it Cell. Like I feel like that fits too well. Okay, Queso. Ooh, if we ever catch another one of these, I should probably just nickname it Queso, but like actually spell it like the streamer. Yeah, especially with you having Hustle, I'm not gonna let you hit a stab super effective. Yeah, let's go. Actually, wait, do I need to heal up? No, it's just that I have to switch out. Alright. Yo, what's up, W Stream? I appreciate that. Sealty? Ooh, fun name. Fun name. Alright. So do you like seals and tea? Or do you like make a special like seal based tea or something? Also, I should not have done that. Okay, that was only a crit. That's fine. Perfect. Alright, everybody is now level 9. Alright, let's see if we can't burn through the... Nope, too far. Let's burn through the... Seal team was already taken. You know what? Fair. I feel like a lot of people have probably taken that one to some extent. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think there's any really hidden items in here, if I remember correctly. Sea Cola. Okay, we can work with Sea Cola. I think our best bet is here. What's your favorite Pokemon? I will tell you through one of my emotes. Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl is my favorite. He is the best boy. Relum. What about you? Does it happen to be Seal? He's cool, but Machamp is better. Eh. Machamp is definitely a fun mon, to say the least. And I could understand why people would enjoy Machamps. Wait. Dark type? I think you're a dark type. Cinderace? That is a good choice. That is definitely a very fair choice. Such a fun design, plus especially if you end up liking soccer. I don't remember what your deal is. We'll get out there. I don't appreciate the yawn. Cell, you try. Oh, right, true. Forgot about Cell having Trace. Alright. Still have zero idea what your like abilities are. I think we should be fine. CLT, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the party. Ooh, that is not good for us. Yeah, I think Cell's actually our best bet here. Oh, don't yawn at me. Alright. Okay, solid damage there. Alright, Ingram's minorly annoying, but we did well over half there. There we go. Steam. Yeah, I think we should be fine with Stealth, because I think you're actual, like, poison type, right? Yeah, you are. Get out of here. Probably gonna go through, watch some of your streams later. I appreciate that. We got a lot here. If you do want to see any of the other like fun like fan-made games, ROM hacks, or anything like that that I've played, I do have a YouTube channel where I have like playlists of all that. I think I have the. Or is it just social? I can never remember. Yeah, that one. There you go. Because at least here on Twitch, I think my VODs only last up to 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. Not gonna lie, a little surprised that Hirokata's not soundproof. What's the channel called? Same exact thing as the Twitch stream. I have done my best to try and just keep the brand the same pretty much across the board. So all one word, Lord Rostinal. You'll see this dumb face. Same profile picture as well. Got it just subbed? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, don't know if you specifically know anything about retro achievements, but I also have started recently getting into making retro achievement guides. So if you happen to have any ROM hacks that you're looking for some retro achievement guidance on, definitely let me know and I can bump it up on the list to go ahead and get a guide for. I'm currently working on getting my recharged emerald retro achievement guide put together. It's like it's very early stages because I just got my Super Mario Mon one out, and then after that I have to go through and get my Dragon Ball Z team training. We'll get Regrowl. Don't really? Fair enough. It's like I know I just recently got introduced to retro achievements not horribly long ago, but appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate for the follow. Appreciate this sub. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, Seal. We'll try Dragon Tail. Drop the speed. A little bit of a scratcher. Perfect. All right, let's head down this way. We know there's an item up here. Well, the real question is, just out of curiosity, not very effective. So you are, in fact, like a grass type. You know what, Goldie, get out there. I believe in you. Solid tackle. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, just beacon. I got no problem with beacon. Potion, even though we're gonna end up loading up on. Alright, so gotta come back there for once we get 10 quote-unquote species. Yeah, there's nothing here, right? Again, he wants to trade this for his... Okay, yeah, I'm remembering now. Either paralyze, heal, yeah, okay. Head back up and through. I will say, I kind of like this change to Viridian Forest. I definitely think this here made Viridian Forest a lot more interesting, to say the least. Ooh, right. Okay, Dragon Tail. Right. I'm gonna just double down into... Okay, I wasn't sure if we'd actually get the kill. Honestly, both of those being level 5 is actually kind of surprising with the fact that this is supposed to be like a little bit of a like upscale of a challenge. And I'm not about to let you hit my boy with a... Yeah, not about to let that happen. A little bit of supersonic for you. Hit you with some confusion to double down on it. I don't care about you hardening. That means nothing to me. Alright, snapping out of confusion, not a big deal, because you're dead now. Alright, cool. I was gonna say, what's down here before I get too deep into things? Alright, at this point, I'm just gonna assume that Monocroft doesn't actually have a move other than like Scratch or something. I don't think any of you had anything for me. Alright. Get healed up, and then we can re-Pokeball. Right, yeah, let's do this fight real quick. Alright, Mermaid Man. Ooh. I'm gonna... Right, you're... Wait, aren't you oddly Grass Dark or something? I'm gonna send out the Buster. Ooh, that Razor Leaf. Tough Kick, easy choice here with Cell. Good, one shot, baby. Alright, real quick. Alright, good. No encounter, so that way we can still get healed up and whatever we're about to run into shouldn't be any issue. To be 100% honest, I don't know what I want. I mean, honestly, it's probably the Poliwag, mostly because, again, Poliwhirl being my favorite. Setapole. Okay. Okay, I can at least hit Scratch a couple times and be fine. I'm gonna throw a Pokeball now, because if I crit, it's dead for sure. Alright, first time we got a Setapole. Alright, so that should be really interesting, especially if it ends up evolving at the same time. Oh, hey, look, the thing that I wanted. Alright, everybody to 15. That is the plan. Alright, we're gonna turn up the speed up one more notch, just to make this go a little bit faster. This should be a generally good spot for most of the team to level up. I think pretty much anybody except for Goldie. Alright, that's 15 for you. Alright, we already got... can I work with this? Because I am grass. I can work with this. Nice. Alright. Because I keep wanting to think this is part bug type. Alright, good confuse. Huge. Light screen and reflect? That is actually a tough choice. Do I want... I think I want to keep Supersonic for a backup. I feel like more things are going to be an issue special attack wise, if anything. So we'll hold off on reflect. Other than the fact that Trace has to pop off every single time, I think at the very least we should be able to burn through this rather quickly. Alright, because you are going to be... Alright, neutral damage doesn't kill, so that's fine. Ooh, actually, yeah, I should have used Confusion on that one. Yeah, Sprout Tar is going to be the kind of awkward one that we run into. Still only 63. We might just run away from the Sprout Tar, to be honest. With how long that took, that just... I don't think that was really worth the... I guess, time. Six more of those. Got it. I'm trying to remember. When does Ladybug normally evolve? Is it like something like 18? I feel like it's 18. Getting real close to that 15 mark. How many more? I got one more after this. Honestly, with us being 14, we might be able to get away with just hitting Confusion the rest of the time. Alright, well, let's find out. Yes, I mean, Stab Confusion, Stab Mega Drain, honestly, such a good combo. I definitely think so long as they don't, like, absolutely stick with that actual, like, BST spread of Ladybug and Ledian for this, I think this will actually be very viable. There's 15 for you. Alright, let's get the Pug in. Oof. Yeah, that's... The Pug's gotta learn a better move here soon. Hopefully here at level 10. Okay, Quad Weak. Okay, Quad Weak plus a crit. No moves, so that's sad. How many more? Ooh, I only got one more. Alright, even with that resisting, I'm still doing an okay amount of damage, but that's not going to be enough. Alright. Alright, I think Pugmug's going to be better off fighting in the forest. Only issue is there's going to be several grass types in there. Maybe we fight here? Okay, that's still 60. Yeah, okay. If I'm getting the, like, same amount anyways, might as well just come here. Yeah. Just as good. Okay, well, not that one. Okay, I need something that's, you know, at least mildly... Goldie's definitely the option here. Because it clicking Mega Drain's dangerous. It clicking Fairy Wind's not a big deal, but I can't really take that risk. Actually, just a... Okay, we can tackle it. But yeah, Magnitude would be great. I'll be interested to see how Furchow evolves. I'm kind of expecting it to kind of go the way of Clodsire. But who knows? Maybe it'll end up looking closer to Lantern. Alright, well, Headbutt's nice. I'll get rid of Sand Attack. So at least now it's hitting harder. Just now the issue still kind of stands of, are you actually going to give me another thing, or are we essentially resigned to the fact that we're going to have to... Well, actually... No, because I was going to say, are we going to have to sacrifice our pug here for the Insicone? The Fire Rock Pineco? But no. I'm hoping that Mermaid Man with one Aqua Jet and quad damage, that should be more than enough to take care of that. We only really need Pugmug for the Craveran, and honestly, Mud Slap should generally take care of it. Quad, it's like, yeah, Mud Slap not strong, but quad damage and accuracy dropping. Kind of hard to beat that combo. We got one more Headbutt. But I think we're also at the point where I could probably just start tackling as well. Alright, we'll move Hal to the bottom right. Make things go a little bit quicker. I will say the main thing that I'm probably really interested in is seeing all the new mons that we've yet to see that are going to be right after Brock. Okay, how many more tackles do I have? 11. I don't think 11 is going to be enough. Also, now that we are this level, maybe we can Mud Slap our way through our last handful of problems, just to save us a little bit of time. Just trying to optimize this whole training montage as much as humanly possible. I definitely think, especially with this, because I'm not like making a series out of this, I'm more so like at most going to be making reactions to the different mons that I've never seen before. I definitely think with this Nuzlocke, I'll be doing a lot of off-stream grinding just so we don't have to sit here and deal with a whole lot of hoopla. Especially if like I don't have any like encounters I have to worry about. Ayo, Ash, how's it going? How is your Sunday? Well, that's not gonna help with Mud Slap. Okay. Still takes 2 Mud Slaps, huh? Right. But that's fine, that got us to 15. Alright, so Hulkbuster up next, because Hulkbuster should be good here, hitting... Alright, so, okay, level 5 Centipede, 2 low kicks. What about a Rock Smash? Okay, perfect. Rock Smash? Rock Smash it is. Alright, because low kick, unfortunately, just a little bit too reliant on the weight of a mon. Okay. Only reason why that's not killing is because the poison brings it to neutral damage. I'm good, really into Sabrina Carpenter and just pop in general, finding new music and artists. I really... small artist, I also like. Okay. Went on a run. Ooh, very nice. It's good to be able to take the... You jammer? You jammer? Me jammer? They jammer? What? Like, Whaler, right? Huh. I'm so very confused with that. Are you a rock type? Wonder Guard. Oh, interesting. What type are you? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me get out of here. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay. Don't want to run into you jammers. Because whatever they are, not obvious. I was gonna say, I know myself I could afford to try and go on a run a little bit more often. But tomorrow the plan is for me and my partner to go on a little walkie walk during lunch. So maybe that'll be the start of something. Where's my real quick, what am I looking at? 22 potions, lots of antidotes and whatnot. Okay. I was gonna say, I can't remember if this was the one where I went full, essentially scorched earth and went like, okay, and we're loading up on items because they're at least so cheap. Detect? No. Never. I'm not realistically ever going to use detect. I know this is at least a little bit of like an up challenge, but yeah. Been trying to get into Harry Styles, but I don't know how to because I don't know what type of style of music I do. That's fair. That's fair. Trying to essentially figure out what's best for you is a whole process. I know I can't say that I've ever really listened to Harry Styles, whether any of his solo stuff or when he was in One Direction. Sabrina Carpenter, on the other hand, I've at least heard a good handful of her songs, and I like what she's got going on. All right, I wonder if Lavatar is like as heavy as it normally is, so maybe low kick for that. Rap and pop. It's a good genre combo that I feel like it covers a good bit. Don't make me flinch. Okay, seriously, 2 flinches in a row? Now you're just being ridiculous. Wait, Harry Styles was in One Direction? It's like I know another person from One Direction. I was gonna say, I personally, I've never kept up with One Direction, who all was in it. That was never one of my jams. Alright, 1 level to go. I think we can probably get through. Okay, that was a crit, so that doesn't tell us anything. Stalagmite. Alright, 2 bites should do good. Still not quite at low kick territory for the wormhole. Honestly, kind of sad that bite does almost as much as the low kick. Alright, 1 more battle. You should try Nile? Nile Horan. He's good if you like emotional music. I'll have to definitely keep that in mind. I'm willing to give just about anybody a try. I don't know what to say. We got bite for a reason. Alright. Both Goldie and... Oh, right. We never actually nicknamed the worm. I forgot about that. Alright. Well, what do we nickname Centipede? Or Cetipal. Not Centipede. Cetipal. You know what? Unless somebody comes up with something good, I'm gonna go Ced. I know it's simple, straightforward, but I mean, Final Fantasy's good. My favorite artist is Sabrina Carpenter. Who knows? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. When I was growing up, for the longest time, I probably would have said Britney Spears was my favorite, and rightfully so. Her music was wonderful. Ooh, draining is this early? Oh damn! Oh damn, Goldie. That being said, we're still going to be mainly using Tackle, but getting Draining Kiss right there, kind of nuts. Honestly, with that move, and honestly with, like, Goldie probably keeping the same stats that Mightyena should have, Draining Kiss should go really hard. Actually, you know what? And it's actually probably going to be faster here in the forest, because at the very least, if I run into a... what is it? Sequel? Oh, hey! Exactly what I was about to say. If I run into one of these, this should be worth a good chunk of experience. Yeah, 96 for one of those. That's not bad. Gotta say, don't appreciate your poisoning me. Actually, you know what? Just to be safe. Yeah, you know what? Seeing as how, yeah. Let's just keep this going. Oh, that's me. Alright, that being said, I do definitely need to heal up now. You know, little Draining Kiss. We'll heal up along the way back. You're like Benson Boone, never heard of them. Olivia Rodrigo, Drake, Carly, XCX, and other rappers. I would say the only one you probably don't want to like really get yourself behind is Drake. Drake's not a good person. But other than that, other than obviously I don't know Benson. Why do you have Explore? Alright, we'll just hit some Draining Kisses here. Perfect. I've been pretty good. Can't say that things have been too awful or, you know, too great. You know, just kind of right there. Don't listen to Drake that much. That's fair. Like, I can understand enjoying his music. Sometimes, like, there are just bad artists out. There are bad people out there who make decent art that, like, you just happen to vibe with. Also, like Luca, he's a good art. I enjoy some R&B, but I can't say that I know enough R&B. Then I will say in my older age, essentially. Really glad I didn't get poisoned there. That would have been death. Why did I hit Super Sonic? What am I doing? Now let's go heal up just in case. Right, we gotta run away. I'm sure I could probably one-shot him. I'm not taking the chance though. To be honest, I'd rather listen to Stephen Lacey than... Can't say I've heard of Stephen Lacey. Though arguably, odds are, like, if they are any bit newer, like, honestly, probably, like, within the past decade, I probably don't know them unless they like big mainstream. Like obviously Charlie XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, Chaperone, probably some of the good, more recent like newer artists that have like hit like full-on mainstream. Oh, actually, now that I have training kit, oh wait, what am I hitting tackle on? I'm sure this. Other than the rock weevil, we might be able to just raining kiss our way through our problems. Steve Lacy's better than Drake all day. I mean, I would imagine, like, again, very limited opinion here, so take it with a grain of salt. I would imagine most people are better than Drake. So pretty soon you're a part ghost. Don't want to do that. Okay, quick, show me the goals. Okay, I can work with this. How much is left? I don't think I can tackle through that. But yeah, now that I got Draining Kiss, I think training will go a little better. Okay, well, I definitely can't tackle through that now. Alright, I can tackle that. Okay, Mud Slap. We'll get rid of Sand Attack. That at least gives us a little bit of extra coverage. Again, Mud Slap not very good, not a big surprise, especially with the fact that it's not even stab. But hey, it at least gives us a little bit more options. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I would have assumed that next Mud Slap would have killed. Why is Drake a bad person in the first place? So it's a combination of things, really. And it goes, like, obviously pretty well far back. Just a couple things to, you know, put it out there. He has done blackface, like not just like, oh, I like colored my skin darker. Like he's done the full on like especially egregious makeup that people back in the day would do to make fun of black people. It's like, yeah, he's black, but he's like, but that don't make it right. He is constantly peddling gambling, especially to his younger audience. And I'm pretty certain that both him and Aiden Ross are in the middle of a giant lawsuit because of it. And also just the general pedophilia accusations. So he's up there. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely put him up there with Kanye, though I would probably put Kanye at a bit more of an awful person. But yeah, Drake's not good people. I was gonna say, when it comes to rappers, especially anyone that's like at least kind of newer, listen to Kendrick Lamar. poor Goldie not being able to one-shot things in this cave is definitely making it a little bit harder to level up, but we are getting there. You gonna beat Brock this time? I'm gonna hope so. I definitely think our team's a lot better this time around. Because I think Mermander's gonna essentially cover the majority of Brock's team, and then we got Pugmug to essentially cover the Crabaran, and then also we got our Hulkbuster here, and we should be like literally just between these three we should be really good. Cell's also probably gonna be pretty solid, and then obviously we got our Goldie here who finally we got one up high enough that it actually learned Draining Kiss, so we actually have like something. You need a ground type to... Yeah, that's what the Pugmug is. It's their Furchow. Love Kendrick Lamar better than Drake? Probably Kendrick Lamar, A$AP Rocky, Tyler the Creator. I was gonna say, I at least know all those names. Oh, right, we don't have any more of those. So long as we can one-shot his, Inco alternate, like, and he doesn't get explosion off, we should be fine. Heyo, Enrique, how's it going? How is your Sunday? Mine's pretty good. Can't complain. Me and the partner, we made carbonara for lunch. Got some groceries in, and now I'm playing this. I'm also excited to eventually be done with stream today, because then I get to go play more Power World. We're so close. Sorry, I'm just gonna go check out a couple things in Route 2. You might. Oh yeah, I'm not about to take on Brock just yet. It's like I need to get Sed here up to level 15, and then I'll worry about dealing with Brock. Oh, okay. So Golby here is a alternate version of Goldeen. And then in the one cave, there is Goldel. Oh, interesting. So that's what. Okay. So that's what we've been dealing with first off with Brock. Interesting. That's risky though. I mean, not much more I can do. I'm only level 7. Goldie, you get out there, tackle. Yeah, I was gonna say that's what Brock usually starts off with. Ooh, and we got the rough skins. Nice. Oh, don't give me no smooches. I don't want no smooches from you. I'm hoping once we hit level... Just in case. I'm hoping once we hit level 10, whatever our little ice cube evolves into will be rather good. Protect, fine. These are Pokemon I think either need a Gigantamax, Omega, or another form. Okay, alright. Who knows, maybe one of the Pokemon you mentioned will get something in the next gen. Might try the Weekend. Ooh, the Weekend's really good. I enjoy all of his music. Yeah, I'm not about to get out there, so. I think once we get our level 10 evolution, I'll probably feel a little bit more comfortable just throwing our little boy here out and trying to just murder whatever. I'm just out of curiosity. Okay, oh yeah, that's not enough. Garbodor, the Trubbish line needs more love. I mean, it already has the Gigantamax, which is pretty solid, but yeah, I would love to see more Garbodor love. Not sure what they could technically do with it other than like another evolution, but yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, maybe in this, but if it's based off of just regular evolution levels, Cascoon here will evolve at 10. Because I think, at least for the first 3 gens, it's been very standard for the essential, like, beginning route Bugmon to evolve at 7, then 10. Even though, technically, Gen 2 didn't have that, but that's mostly because it already had Caterpie and Weedle in it. Mimikyu picture pre-evolution. That'd be really cool. I could even see a... Like, I would love to see a actual, like, evolution where it gets rid of the costume, and then we actually get to see what Mimikyu is, and we can, like, actually get, like, a full, like, actually kind of a... whatchamacallit. No evolution. Might be 15 in this one. Interesting. I feel like Gulpin needs love, though, because we haven't seen him in the mainline game in so long. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm sitting here thinking of Gulpin, but that's only in Pokepias, so that's not a mainline game, so that wouldn't count. It's been a minute since I've actually played X and Y, or not X and Y, but Legend ZA. So I don't think it was in Legend ZA, right? And that is the Legend games are technically mainline games. But yeah, I don't think either of those. Yeah, I honestly can't say I remember the last time I saw Gulpin. Let's heal up real quick. Here's a challenge. I'm gonna say a Pokemon, and you have to say one with any similar typing. Okay. And when you say similar typing, do you mean like, say you say a dual type, and I say like a mon that has one of the typings, or do I need, like, does it just have to be the one typing, or do I have to like get the dual typing? And then whatever Pokemon you say, have to say Pokemon with one of its typings. Okay. As long as it has one of the typing. Okay, cool. Okay, we can work with that. Ooh, that was a good rock throw there. Ooh, Houndoom. Okay. Let's see. I could go either fire or dark. Magmar. And a Scorch. Ooh, okay. In that case, I will go with my favorite bug type, Sizzler. I'm still not ready to take evil. Oh. Okay, the fact that that worked. I mean, Grant, we're level 15. Mean look? I don't want no mean look. Okay, 3 more rock throws after this. One more. Alright, we're slowly but surely getting there. Okay, we can tackle through this. Ooh, Frost Moth. Okay, Mamoswine. Okay, let's go heal up real quick. Hopefully we get like a stab ice move here sooner rather than later. That'd be nice. Ooh, Rotom Frost. Okay, Alolan Raichu. Alright, 2 more levels and then we can go take on Brock. And then inevitably lose somebody. Ooh, Metagross? Okay, okay. Let's go Clang. You know, Goldie, you get out there. I don't want Cell getting too far ahead. Okay, alright, I see what you did there. In that case, Skarmory. Let's see if we can just tackle through this. Just get tackled. Okay, seriously. Okay, can you please stop hurting yourself in confusion, buddy? Thank you. Ooh, I don't think Beedrill works there. Pretty certain Beedrill's poison bug. Okay, you've tackled so many times. Quit hitting yourself. Thank you. Dang it, that was... Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's Butterfree that's the bug flying. Which I would always think that it's Bug Psychic, mostly because it learns Confusion whenever it evolves. Round 2. Okay. Round 2, I start off. Drampa. Garchomp. Okay. Sand Slash. Alolan and Diglett. Okay, okay. Bronzor. Alright, one more battle. Alright, said. Still no evolution. Interesting. I wonder if said needs like a ice stone or something. Alright, we're gonna slow this down. Alright, we're gonna put our Mermander out front. Do we have any berries? We got a lum. I don't think I need anything specifically for that. Alright. Alright, potion, antidote, ether. You know what? Let's pick up a couple of extra heals. Evolution methods are different than in normal. Got it. Ooh, Registeel. Okay, alright. Alright, trying to think. Fun steel type. Ooh, Steelix. Alright, Brock. We're coming for you. You smug son of a bitch. Darn, I was hoping I was gonna get there. You know what? Don't really feel like dealing with the Sproutar, so we're just gonna get on it. Alright, Liam, if that's your real name, show me what you got. But yeah, Ash, this is the Weedle. Alright, I could be wrong, you might have to double check me, but I'm pretty certain Steelix is Steel Ground. And Larvitar is just, what, Rock? Rock Dark? But I'm fairly certain Steelix is Steel Ground. It's the rock that changes with the metal coat. Alright, Brock. Fourth time's the charm. Or is it third time? Yeah, it's technically third time for actually fighting Brock. Yeah, right. I have an Ikkoon, you have an Ikkoon. We all got an Ikkoon. I know it's Isacoon, but this is more fun to say. Right, Mean Look means nothing to me. Oh, using a potion. It's Terminate. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was like dark all the way through. Ooh, learning Bubble Beam. Okay. We will get rid of... Actually, we'll get rid of Focus Energy. I don't need that. Also, your turn. Again, I don't think it's the dark that's the problem. I think it's Larvitar's a rock type, and Steelix is a steel ground, so you would not technically be... You would not have said a Pokemon that shares a typing with Steelix. Is Larvitar really rock ground? Weird. That was just straight rock. Rock ground. I stand corrected. Good to know. Okay, so if we're working with rock ground. Show me Geodude. Okay, Carboink. Reggie Rock. Okay, okay. Let's go Roggenrola. Okay. I was about to say, let me just use Bubble Beam. No, no, he has a sub. Oh my god. In that case. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay, into Onyx. Okay. Ooh, this is where things do get a little interesting. I'm gonna trust that quad. That quad damage is gonna take care of things. We're fine. I'm trying to think. What's a fun rock type? There we go. Alright. Brock Deathless. Oh, really? Really? Burn me there? Get out of here, Brock. There we go. Okay, seriously, a fun rock type. Why am I blanking? Because I want to go rock. I don't want to cop out on ground. We've been doing ground a lot. Ooh, okay. Mermelian. Okay, Mermelian? A fun name, fun look. Honestly, kind of terrifying. Also, I think I'm gonna teach Accelerock to our little cocoon man. Actually, a lot of people are gonna learn it. Okay, but we're gonna go with Stab. We are gonna get rid of Harden. Nobody wants Harden. Oh god, I'm probably gonna 100% mispronounce it, but Stonerge? Stoner? The one that looks like Stonehenge. I think it's like Stonerge. You know which one I'm talking about. You should evolve Tough-Kip. I mean, I'm sure Tough-Kip will get evolved here very shortly. Alright, I'm also going to assume that if levels are based off of Misty. I'll probably honestly want to get closer to 25 for Misty. Normally I would go 20 and that would be enough, but with how annoying Brock was, I feel like she normally comes in at like, what, 22 for whatever her Starmie would be, so that's probably going to be generally where she's... Actually, she's probably going to be sitting closer to 25, because Brock was sitting at 15 and he normally sits at like, what, 14? I don't... Pearson and I already also talked to everyone here, so yeah. Stone Drawer. Yeah. Definitely one of those ones that I am not familiar enough with it to... I don't think I've even ever heard it actually pronounced. Alright, Mermaid Man. Looks like an alien. You know what? Get out there. Let's see if we can't get you involved. Okay, I'm assuming that auto-translated. I don't know if I can see what it was. Golem. Okay. I was like, why does that say my hand? Okay, that makes more sense. Bite? Oof, that really didn't do much. Golurk. Snowrun. That's it. I was like, what? It's like, why am I not blanking on what this thing is? It's a snow runt, but it's like a little worker bee. Look at him. He's an angry little worker bee, guys. I think you need to go. I mean, if it shows up. Hider Puff. You know what? Sell. Honestly, thinking about it, probably should have sent out our cocoon, but this will work. I need to see what Frostlass or Glalie look like. That would be pretty cool. I would imagine Frostlass would be more like a queen bee. Glalie probably the beehive. That'd be my assumption. Okay, alright, Piderpuff. I see you. I see you. Alright, 16 for Cell. Cutie Cry? What the crap is Cutie Cry? Okay, it's a fairy type, 50 damage, user cries causing the foe's emotional distress, never misses. Okay, in that case, Light Screen. Bye-bye. Okay, let's go heal up real quick. Let's go heal up real quick. Also, I am very interested to see Mudkip evolve, because if Mudkip can get a second typing, I feel like Mudkip's line's gonna go pretty hard. You? Yeah, I was gonna say let's see if we can get some of the battles in. Achiever? Well, that's not good for the Hulkbuster. Clearly, everything we have is not gonna work. You know what? Hug Mug. Get out there. Please, for the love of God, learn another ground move. Could really use another ground move. Okay, Eevee's all question marks, so Hulkbuster should be fine enough. Yeah, I think you mentioned Sans being in too many types last time you were in here. Of course, you got a cute charm. Why wouldn't you? It's only 4 damage. Okay, we're hitting our tackles. I'm gonna speed this up because, yeah, because being immobilized in love is gonna be annoying to deal with. All right, one more. There we go. All right. I was gonna say, because if I don't get it here, I'm not gonna risk the Hulkbuster. Alright, so we still have our encounter for this next area, so that's good. Wow, he's got such good vision. You're not wearing shorts? What's wrong with you? Hey, like, pants are fine, buddy. Oh, right, we've seen Friggy before. Yeah, Rock Smash. Neutral damage? I can take that. My God. Alright, Sed. Quad effective. Let's go. Okay, there's Hulkbuster 16. What? Hulkbuster's evolving? Okay. Giving me Scrafty vibes. Oh, he's so doofy looking. Okay, Marsh Stomp. Okay, instead of Marsh. Okay, I can accept that. Counter. No. Wait, are you still pure fighting? You sure are. Alright, right, in that case, sell. What a goofball. This wrong hack looks fine. It's honestly really great so far. I will say I was not expecting a challenge from this. I thought this was going to be more of just a, hey, here's like alternate typings for Pokemon you know and love and all that. And when it's like, oh yeah, by the way, extra challenge on top of it all, I was like, oh, well that's not what I was expecting out of this. But so far enjoyable. We'll go Confusion on you, and we'll Rock Smash you. But how's it going, Alex? How is your Sunday? I just assumed that Nidopan was a Dark type. Could very well be a Rock type for all I know. Could be normal. Either way, I smashed it good. Alright, I think this here is technically RPV, because I think we died here. Dull Leap, yeah. Because I think this is a ground type? Yeah, it is. Damn, and here I was about to say, now it's a dead type, but nah, held on with one. That's it? I mean, yeah, it's done. It's over. I beat ya. Get over it. Okay. You know what? Let's see what our encounter is here. We get Dull Leap. Dull Leap. Okay, alright. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm mildly tempted. Alright, let's see if I can just regular catch it, but like, you know, maybe do a little bit of damage to itself. Because the Marine line, solid. So I'm very interested to see where this can go. Right, I'm gonna need you. Okay, I'm gonna also speed this up because. Okay. Alright, cool. I knew we meant business, chat. I knew we meant business. Okay, Dull Leap. Its fleece is caked with dirt and minerals. It is also very shock absorbent to blunt attacks. Okay. Yeah, we gotta nickname it. What do we nickname it, chat? What do we name a two-headed sheep? Isn't there like a famous two-headed sheep? Let's see. Two-headed sheep has a condition. Okay. This happened. Okay. Born in 1928. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Alright, no immediate name that I saw, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, I got it. I just want to make sure I'm going to spell this even at least remotely correctly. Okay, I was going to spell it very wrong. We're going to call him... I'm going to call him Richter. Let's run back. I want to see its actual typing and what moves it has. Because if it already has better moves than our Pugmug, I'm gonna swap in Dull Leap. Because as of right now, I do enjoy Pugmug. But, like, it not having a particularly great set of... Well, not even a set, like, a solid stab ground move, kind of hurting it right now. Alright, pure ground. Oblivious, so no attraction, which is probably decent. Tackle, sand attack, growl. Alright, well that really doesn't do us any good. Alright, well. In that case, we will leave Richter in the box for now. And we will definitely have him be a replacement when that inevitably happens. Or at the very worst, we will bring out Richter, level him up, and all that specifically when we get to... I'm going to assume that you're going to be a bug-type trainer, so let's get set out. When we get to Surge. Mando egg. I hope we can have another chance to get a Mando egg. Because Bug Ghost, 1, very cool typing, and 2, Poliwag line. Great line. A Faros? Faros? Oh lord, that is an acid trip. Like, both, like, the Pokemon's on an acid trip, looking at it's putting me on an acid trip. I'm sure if you're just anywhere near it, you hit an acid trip. It's a lot going on right now. I was gonna say, don't poison me. It's not very nice. I was honestly surprised I didn't use acid. Setupple? We know Setupple. Alright, Pugmug, you get out there. See if we can't get you like 16 and maybe that'll be like, hey, here's a move for ya. Cause Mud Slap ain't it. Like, give me Mud Shot? Like, I'd be fine with Mud Shot. I'd probably honestly prefer Magnitude, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Alright. Pugmug putting in the work. This is why we didn't bench him. They bug a buff. I'm trying to... Yeah, I think Sed's the right choice here, right? Oh, poor little bastard's only level 9. Ooh, so close to that 16. Will Set evolve at 16? Who knows? Oh my lord. Vanilla Tank? Vanilla Tank? Okay, so in Pokemon Infinite Fusions, you have to use pretty much anything with Miltank and you get just cursed after cursed sprite. This right here, downright adorable and on theme. It's an ice cream cow. How could you not love this thing? This thing's amazing. I'm gonna guess fairy type. Maybe ice fairy as well? Definitely put ice at the bare minimum. Blair Melton. Melton coming in on some ice cream. How appropriate. Welcome on in. It's like, thank you for joining the party. Also, if you want to keep lurking, feel free to keep lurking. No need to participate in the conversation. You take care of you. I just like letting everybody know that I appreciate when they take the time to follow. Still no evolution for Sed. Maybe once Sed evolves, maybe we'll change their nickname. Okay, I know you're Ghost, but are you also Grass? You are also Grass. Okay, just don't 5-stack with the crit. That's all I ask. Okay, good. I can live with that. I can live with that. That being said... Yeah, Goldie. I would like to see Goldie evolve. Already adorable. Interested to see if they keep the adorable when they go eventually into Mightyena, or if they... Right, you're part poison. That's ghost poison. Okay. So you... Okay. Oh. Duh. We had an answer right there the whole time, chat. What am I doing? Garrel. Okay, so obviously Meryl, right? Gar. You know what? Sell. We'll also learn its ability. It's got thick fat. Ooh. Actually thinking about it, especially with the starting screen, I think it might be fire type. Called it. Like, I'm not sure how to feel about Garrill. Like, obviously, play on grill. Cool, fun, great name. But I like the little, like, mouth on the tail. It's the weird winky kind of eye. That's doing me a concern. Okay, are you strictly fire, or do you got some poison up in you too? Okay, what are we... Not that. What are we looking at? Okay, so you go out front. I can't imagine... Okay, do you actually want to fight? No, okay. Okay, so that's at least still vanilla. What about you? Okay. Okay. Cool, I was gonna say, do they still have a hidden item up here? There's a fair chance that they might have more. Ooh, chat, do they have the Magikarp man here? Ooh, adding in Magikarp, that could be pretty good. Team Rocket, Sometimes you have too many Pokemon, yep. Alright, and then that's all that. You got anything important to say? Alright, you got a Magikarp to sell me? He does. Hello there, laddie. I have got a deal for you. It's like, I'll let you have a secret Pokemon, a Chillacarp. Chillacarp, huh? Yeah, for $500, I'd be a full nut to. Chillacarp, yeah. Ooh, okay. I was expecting more of an ice type, but it's looking more like a burb. Okay, Alright. Okay, we're gonna go very basic. Again, if anybody has a nickname that they want to nickname this, let me know. And we can change the names of these Pokemon at any time. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Okay, alright, I'm liking the look of Chillacarp. Definitely looks like very bird-like. Fire. Oh, because he's chilly. Like a chili pepper. Oh, okay. Flame body. I mean, at least Mean Look, it has some uses rather than just Splash. Okay. Do we want a fire type on the team? I mean, probably not right now, right? Because Misty coming up? I mean, granted, obviously, Sed's not going to be hyper useful. Neither is Pugmug. Honestly, I also forgot that Pugmug had a silk scarf on, and that's why Tackle's been doing so good for him. Also, Headbutt. Okay, well, alright. We'll keep Chillicarp in mind. What's the type? It is a fire type. So it's chili, based on, like, the pepper. But yeah, fire, not necessarily great for us right now, but fire could be good in the future. I should have plenty of Pokeballs, right? Yeah, I got 25. I got 25. Alright, let's see what Mount Moon has in store for us. And, that little bit up there is doing me a mild concern. Only a mild concern, though. Okay, show me Zubat. Okay, we already have a Setapole, or at least the Setapole line. This does not count towards our encounter for the whole team. Oh, okay. We can go through the team real quick. All right. We have Cell, which is a grass psychic. Also, original name Letty Luck, or at least the Pokemon is named Letty Luck. Then we have Mars Stomp, or what I nicknamed them Hulkbuster, because I'm imagining once it hits Swampert, it's going to look very similar to Mega Swampert, if I had to guess, and that's pure fighting. Then we have our Ice-Coon, which I've nicknamed Ced. It is Rock Ice. We have our Furchow, which I've named Pugmug because it is just like a pug. It is so ugly, it is cute. It is normal ground. We have our Mermillion, water type. I'm going to assume Mermillion's eventually going to be a water dragon based on the fact that it learned Dragon Tail. But your guess is as good as mine. Hey, Seal, welcome on back. Glad to have you back. Also, just for everybody over on Twitch, ads starting in about 3 minutes. Just general heads up. Got to run ads every hour on the hour because otherwise you get pre-roll ads, and because things like Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok have killed people's attention span. If somebody comes in and gets hit with a pre-roll ad, they'll be like, I don't want to sit around for this. I'm out. But if they come in, they hang out, they like the vibes, and then they get hit with 3 minutes of ads, they don't care nearly as much. And then we got Poochiever here, which we nicknamed Goldie for obvious reasons, which is normal fairy. That is, yes. Yes, this is, well, this is a Charmeleon technically, but yeah, it came from a Charmander. In this ROM hack, the Charmander line is water, the Squirtle line is grass, and the Bulbasaur line is fire. Right, do you want to fight? You do want to fight. What? I'm waiting for my friend to find me here. I mean, sure. Starite. Oh, what? Okay, so this could be like, is this supposed to be a Starmie or a Staryu? I'm assuming Staryu based off of the gem in the middle, but like we've also seen like usually like the changing of the first name a little bit to be like, okay, this is the kind of typing, or like the changing of the last name, so like could be theoretically a Magnemite, even though I don't think it is. I'm going to assume it's a Staryu. I mean, yeah, it could be a Starmie, but I can't imagine they'd have someone with a Starmie this, like, right at the beginning of Mount Moon, right? Okay, it's a rock type. Gyro Spin, okay. Could possibly be Rock Steel? Who knows? It's a weird square shield looking thing. 340 experience though, I'm not mad about it. Take that, Iris. Okay, no evolution for Cell, that's fine. Next encounter? Ooh, Gorilla. Okay, that being said, though actually getting Thick Fat is actually, would actually probably be okay. That being said, we'll try Cutie Cry because it shouldn't be super effective. Okay, that's fine. Acid Spray. Super effective. Honestly, it didn't do that much damage. Ooh, dropping our Spidey though. How long have I been streaming? So long as you're not in ads, obviously let me know if you get into ads while I'm talking. But I've been streaming since like middle of 2020, so coming up on 6 years. Ooh, nice. All right. All right. So we got another fire type we can now work with. actually, I'll talk about later. Okay. It said that Gorilla's tail feels the same emotions they do. They will die if their tail is cut off. Jesus. Alright, we will call Gorilla. Ooh, I don't think that this will fit, but let's see. Okay, not quite right, but we get it, right? Grill Master. Okay, no hiding item there. Okay, another gorilla. You know what, Pugmug, get out there. Especially if it does happen to be fire poison. Mud Slap here will go insanely hard. Though it only... Interesting. So it's definitely not quad weak. I can tell you that right now. There's no way it's quad weak. So it just happens to have acid, probably because of the whole, you know, acid burns, fire burn thing. But let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what our gorilla has for us. Still probably thinking it makes more sense to go with... Ah, yes. Gotta love when ad breaks again, right? But I've been streaming since about, I want to say September-ish, if I remember correctly. I could have the month off a little bit, but I think September of 2020. So coming up on 6 years. Oh, poison. Okay, 100% not what I was expecting. All right, so thick fat, I guess at least makes a little bit more sense. Oh, cool, that's a long time. Yeah, it's especially in, when you consider how many people start streaming and then eventually, like, just never end up sticking with it. 6 years is a fairly long time. And I will say, like, there have been times where I've taken, like, little breaks, but nothing has been, like a significant break. Natural cure. Okay, interesting. But let's see. So if I've been streaming for almost 6 years, then I think about a year into streaming on Twitch is when I started uploading things on TikTok. So been doing TikTok for about 5 years, and that's been a little bit more on and off because I feel like I did it for pretty consistently for about a year, then took about a year or so off of it, and then essentially picked it back up. But I don't really pay that much attention to TikTok because TikTok doesn't like my videos. It doesn't work with their algorithm, from what I can tell. But I do mainly use it to essentially get free captions for my YouTube shorts. And then about a year after that, I went, you know what, I should probably try and focus on YouTube. So I've been probably doing that closer to 4 years now. Which again, I think I had a little bit of a break in there at some point. Yeah, but pretty constant. I used to play Pokemon Go. Like, when it first came out, like, I'm pretty certain I played Pokemon Go pretty consistently for, like, 5-6 years. And then after a certain point, I don't know if it was, like, a certain update or what. It's just I didn't have as much... Actually, I think it's when we moved from our one apartment to the, into our house. This is when I stopped playing, because It's like it was right around the time I was like really like at like the height of working from home. Rebeldum? Rebellidum? It's a rubber beldum? What typing is even rubber? Okay, start off with confusion, I guess, and then let's just go from there. Well, it was neutral damage, but that still killed it. But yeah, it's like working from home, so I wasn't going out nearly as much to run into wild Pokemon, hit up gyms and whatnot, and then yeah, like just because I didn't have like the access to be like, okay, like let me catch Pokemon every so often, it just kind of fell to the wayside. And ever since they started doing more like more of their just like kind of cash grabby updates, it's just Pokemon Go's just not the same as it used to be. Just got Lucario, Absol, and Gengar. Ooh, those are some great mons to have. Makes sense. So it's like have time to play. Yeah, having time to play is definitely a big factor. Like if I never lost the time to play, I probably would honestly still be playing it. May have forgotten you. Oh good, Masochist. Oh good. Because sometimes that's just how it be. Okay, it's clearly a shelter, but it's a book. Shelter has turned into a mimic, and it. I know it's supposed to be play on scripture, but it's like scripture. God, words. Am I right? God, what typing is this? I'm gonna like maybe grass fairy. I don't know. Okay, probably psychic based on the fact that didn't hit. Ooh, finished Dishonored? Very nice. Water grass? I can't imagine. I feel like from what I've noticed for the most part, they tend to not give the mons like any bit of their own typing. Only 9 missions, so not very long. Okay, unfortunately I have to do 2 more play. Wait, why do you have to do 2 more? I thought you only had to do 2 to get all the achievements. Alright, and we'll do Cutie Cry just to see. Okay, neutral on Fairy as well. Interesting. Full stealth, and I missed some collectibles and 2 Oh, okay. And I'm assuming you can't do the collectibles / the 2 character quest lines, or like probably it's probably realistically the character quest lines, while doing the stealth missions or the stealth run, right? Yeah, alright. I think we just run Cell until we hit 20 and kind of go from there. Don't want to make the stealth. You know what? That's fair. Can't get detected at all. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Not being able to get detected at all, that changes things.
Happy birthday!
Actually, you know what? Alright, I gotta remember to actually change that, because normally what I do is every year on my birthday, I increase that by 1 to match how old I am. And I did not do that this year. So I need to... Wait, what? How do I get there? Oh god, this is gonna be so much exploring, isn't it? Ooh, Dr. Masochist with their daily quest. Get your... Okay, that's the second time this has come up. And this is just the universe out here telling everybody treat yourself. Life's hard out there. Go treat yourself. I would say I would go treat myself, but I treated myself to Pal World yesterday. 8-figure salary doing professional sleeping. think Nidopan was. Yeah, like I have to assume that this is like a rock type or something, right? No, just neutral. Interesting. And I discovered Dishonor is a trilogy. I know there's at least 2. And I'm pretty certain that, what the heck's the name of the game that's, like, supposedly based in the same universe? I want to say Looper, but I know that's not right. That's a movie, but it's something like that. I think it's by the same people as well. Okay, we know what this is. Burita? Baita. Goes Dishonor, Dishonor 2, Dishonor Death of the... Can't say I've heard of Dishonored Death of the Outsider. I mean, honestly, if I could get any kind of figures for napping, I would love that, to be honest. Come and leave now? Appreciate it, Blair. Hope you enjoyed your time. And once again, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Deathloop, thank you. I know I watched one of my buddies play a bit of it. It looked interesting. I like the idea behind it, where it was kind of kind of like the whole like invasion system of Souls games. Google real help. Gotta appreciate our Google overlords. Okay, so that leads to a ladder. I don't want to go up the ladder just yet. Weirdly enough, Dishonored 1 and 2 follow the same main character, kinda, there's 2 and 2. Okay, Death follows a different main character. Maybe that's why I don't remember hearing about that one. Ooh, okay, one more battle and then Cell can take a bit of a break. I always knew about Death, but for some reason assumed it was the second game until... Oh, okay. When did the Death one come out? Yeah, because I cannot remember for the life of me. Okay, 75 accuracy. 2017. Nah, I'd rather use... Actually, wait. Okay, so that's... Chance for Actually, you know what? I think I'll go Hypnosis over Supersonic, to be honest. Thank you for the Jizz Nudes. Always a winning combo here. Might go because it's like 10. Okay. Ooh, alright. So a little bit further ahead of past the East Coast. Okay. But always, Nobachamp will always be Poliwhirl. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I can't imagine seeing Poliwhirl necessarily winning a fight one-on-one. Ooh. Okay. Lediancy. Okay. Trying to learn Psybeam? Okay. Okay. But Seal, you go take care of yourself. You go get some sleepies. You deserve it. Okay, 65. So it's slightly better than Confusion. Honestly, yeah, Mega Drain having hypnosis isn't bad. Psybeam over confusion. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just get rid of confusion. Something that actually changed depending on if you go the evil or good route. I only noticed it on the final 2 missions, but at the start of the final mission, the person that takes you to your mission talks about how bad the people you're about to go kill are, but makes the comment of, "You're probably the worst person here." Jesus. Alright, so Cell evolved. So we already got you evolved. You know what? Let's see if we can't get Pugmug going. Of course, I killed him immediately after. I mean, yeah, they called you the worst person here. How rude. Like, how dare they? Ooh, okay. Petrapod. That's a fun name. Also, again, just kind of like a petrified Metapod. Straightforward, but, you know, sometimes simple's the right way to go. I mean, they were right. But were they, though? I mean, yeah, you went the evil route, so yeah, that makes sense. I killed literally everyone in my path. I mean, there's a fair chance that those people deserve it. Chance. Hit the mud slap. Good. Alright. Learn a good ground move. That... Not a good move, nor is it ground. Pugmug, what are you doing to me, boy? No, every major target in Dishonored has a non-lethal move. I mean, that doesn't change the fact that they may or may not be good. Like, still fair chance that they could all be evil. Just because you have a non-lethal option doesn't change where they align. Might have also killed someone. Okay, but did the uncle deserve it? A lot of uncles tend to not be great people. Okay, ancient power. Do we teach ancient power to Sed? I feel like we might want to teach ancient power to Sed. Ooh, that's really pretty. Right, move that up so I remember to reply to that. Alright, little bit of health there. And a free moonstone. Alright, just out of curiosity. Does anybody here need a moonstone? Nobody here needs a moonstone. Fair enough. Let's see. Ancient power. Okay, we got some ancient power options. Actually, you know what? We will get rid of tackle because we just don't need it. Plus, I'll give you an extra little bit of coverage. And then we will also see if Sed wants to learn it. Nope, in fact, we were told he was gonna be poisoned, and I asked to save him instead. Since he was talking to my target, I poisoned both classes. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it, but my god. I'm probably not gonna click protect. We'll grab ancient power if we ever want to try an omni boost. Alright. That being said, we don't need anything else. Okay. But yeah, no, that's pretty evil. You can't really defend any of that. Okay. So good. But seriously, we desperately need Pugmug here to learn a a better ground move here sooner rather than later. Also, very next missions may or may not have seen someone in an electric chair with information I needed and kept shocking him after he gave me the info I needed. He begged me to stop. Yeah. Did we not fight him? What? Of course. I mean, yeah, that'll happen. Okay, Spikoon? Or Spikoon? However you want to say it? Interesting. So that's what our Isacoon could have been like otherwise. Alright, so that being said, let's slap you and then we will low kick you. Because I'm assuming you're heavy, right? I was gonna say, you can't really electrocute somebody for too long and expect them to live. Ooh, critical hit. Okay, so that technically told us nothing. Pikachu? Pikachu? Okay, so is Pikachu now a rock fire type, or like is it? There's so many questions I have. All right, well, Ancient Power Pikachu, and we'll Rock Smash the Rubbledom. Also, just now realizing it's Rubbledom and not rubber. Words hard. Sad part is the dialogue implied he was a masochist. Okay, so then he probably loved it. Okay, Ancient Power again, and then we'll Rock Smash. Okay, so you can't be part fire. Also not rock? Or if you are part rock, then you are something that also happens to resist fighting. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go heal. Mostly because Pugmug out of mud slabs. Okay. Peacoal? Little baby Peacoal? What is this adorable little thing? Alright, I'm gonna headbutt it. Yeah, so it's definitely not a rock type. Interesting. Even when he asks us to stop. I mean, it's one thing to be a masochist. It's also another thing to realize that you're being murdered. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say they realized that they were being murdered and not being put through wondrous, blissful pain. Also, at a context, was in a brothel. Oh yeah, so no, he 100% was loving that, but he just realized that you were murdering him, and it wasn't fun for him anymore. Oh wait, this way. Okay, what? Lunark? Is this moon gonna narc on me? Is that what's going on here? Are you a narc? You have to tell me if you're a cop. It's the law. Okay, but either way, this is adorable. Okay, we'll start off with a mud slap to see. Okay, it has levitate. Probably should realize that. Alright, following up with Ancient Power just to see. Okay, resist. Oh god, it flat. Oh god. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. That was a crit. Okay, Mermaid Man, get out there. Aqua Jet? Okay. What about Dragon Tail? Resist Dragon? Okay, so steel type? Alright, well let's take a look. Hulkbuster. If it's a steel type, this is all you, buddy. Oh, and in a later mission, we went to a masquerade party instead of trying to figure out my target. I may have to go. Hey, I mean, sometimes you gotta work smarter, not harder. Okay, not a steel type. Interesting. Alright, okay. Okay, it's heavy. Okay, well, seeing as how we didn't get very far. Alright, speed this up. Headbutt. I might actually take the time to catch the Peakle one, so that way I can have more captures to go towards the Professor AIDS stuff, but also just to see what typing it is. Like, actually, that's probably what I should do, especially for a game like this where, like, the typings are just, like, random shenaniganry. What about Mud Slap? Okay, Mud Slap doesn't kill, that's good. Okay, well, a crit immediately after will kill, so there's that. Okay. Oh, don't put me to sleep. Okay, it has to be part steel. Is it steel psychic, maybe? Alright, get on the ball. I'm just it's so curious to what in the world typing you are. Okay, so it's yeah, 100%. Star Dream Pokemon. Their programming is excessively advanced. It's said that they were crafted eons ago. Okay. We will... Anything we nickname that we catch specifically to just see what it is, I will nickname it Dead, so that way we know not to use it. Unfortunately, the first DLC I'm tackling are combat challenges, effectively 20 of them, as you need a perfect score on all 10 of both. Ooh. Now, do you actually have to do both, or could you technically do expert and it would just, like, be like, oh, hey, good job. Yeah, okay. Nope, gotta do both. Well, that's lame. Okay, I'm not actually worried about... Okay, seriously, Pugmug desperately needs, like, one more ground move. Okay, at the very least, I can at least headbutt that nerd. Oh, and then it puts us up here. Interesting. I was gonna say, can we run into... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Sarantler? Sarantler? Saran what? Saran wrap? I know that's not how it's spelled, but like that's just where my brain first went. Aquajet. You having Aquajet's not great for me. You know what? I'm gonna catch this just to see what typing it is, but yeah. Has Rain Dish, okay. Low kick seems fairly standard. First two are pure stealth challenges. Okay, okay. I like a good stealth challenge. Okay, buddy. I'm gonna give you one more ball. If you don't get in the ball, you don't get to come. Okay, they've chosen death, chat. I gave them their chance. Alright, you're looking a little dead, so let's put you there. And then Goldie up here. Actually, you know what? Goldie out front, because I'm assuming we're about to... This is going to be... Ooh. Oh, wait, are you going to be the Tutor Bros? Oh, you're the Tutor Bros. Interesting. Ayo, TJ, how's it going? How is your Sunday? I myself, I'm doing alright. Also, Meowxie? Like, I don't know how to say Moxie with the meow in it. I think that, like, my Meowxie is probably the best way to do it. I like it. It's interesting. I'm gonna assume Ghost type? Oh. Also has Draining Kiss. Interesting. Okay, I feel like we gotta catch it just to see what typing it is. But yeah, night's been pretty good so far. Made it past Brock, thank God. Also made it past Brock without losing anyone on top of it, which is really good. Okay, Magic Cat. Oh my God, amazing. Meowxie love to put on a show for its trainer. They have hearts of gold and unwavering smiles. Oh my God, I love it. Give me 10. We're doing good. Beat classic mode Pokerogue for the first time today. Ooh, I've never actually played it. Let's see. Dynamic Punch. I don't care about Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch is not something I want to try and deal with. High Jump Kick. I'd rather try High Jump Kick. Really? Our one fighting type. Our one fighting type cannot learn High Jump Kick. Lame. But yeah, I've never actually played Pokerogue. I've heard good things about it, and I feel like at some point I should give it a try. But I feel like every time I'm like, it's like certain ROM hacks get or fan-made games get really popular, something comes out by about one of the creators being an awful person. I feel like I remember hearing something about one of the creators of Pokerogue just being an awful person, but it's been so long I can't even remember. It's pretty fun. I was like, I'll definitely have to give it a try at some point. Closest thing I've ever done has been Pokemon Rogue Emerald. Or Emerald Rogue? I can't remember how it's one of the, I have a whole playlist over on YouTube about with me playing through it. That was a lot of fun. And I think there's a second one if I remember correctly. Ooh, actually, you know what? Tackle's probably my better option here. Also, oh wait, no, Helping Hand's probably a priority move, right? Yeah, gotta be. Ooh, top 3 favorites. Okay, so I would have to say Poliwhirl number 1. That goes without saying. Number 2, Psyduck. From there, number 3, probably Haunter. Maybe Scizor. But I'd probably go Haunter if we're being 100% honest. The first one, you can't kill anyone but your target. The target is a random every time, and you need to find clues to figure out. Oh, that's a whole thing. That's a certain level of ridiculous, if you ask me. Ooh, Gen 1 Connoisseur. It's one of those things where they definitely hold a near and dear place to my heart. Poliwhirl, more specifically because of in real life stuff. Long story short, the first ever Crane game I ever won, I won a Poliwhirl stuff a stuffed animal, and it has held a near and dear place in my heart ever since. Psyduck just kind of generally happened because of like just an overall like multiple things came through, and like just over time Psyduck has grown and has been a big part of stream. I even have a Psyduck onesie that my god. But I have a Psyduck onesie that I need to pull out at some point here, and return on my channel point redeem for it. Especially now that I don't live in Florida anymore, and it's just balls hot at all times, no matter what you do. And then Haunter, I've just always loved Haunter's design. Like the detached hands, and just like it's so good. Like the first introduction of Haunter in the anime, very nice, but particularly the one episode where they, like, the gang find a sunken ship, and you find out about a Ghastly and Haunter that like their Pokemon trainer was like a champion, and they helped him get there, and they were like, they stayed on the ship to defend his legacy or whatever. Like, it's like that just absolutely sold it for me. Like, don't get me wrong, there's so many great Pokemon across so many gens, but yeah, like those three particularly, just they're up there. Precuna. Okay, I know what they're trying to suggest here. That being said, Mermaid Man. Oh yeah, that episode. Honestly, solid episode. Okay, Precuna, badass. I'm so excited to see what the Beedrill of this slime is going to look like. Oh yeah, tell me about your top three. Okay, Blastfulon. Okay, all right. Gotta show some Ultra Beast some love, right? Miraidon. Okay. And then Sylveon number. Honestly, Sylveon number one. Good choice. I almost forgot about being poisoned. Let me fix that now. Alright, what are we looking at team-wise? You're a little low. Alright. Actually, no. We'll put the Hulkbuster out there. Any items hiding up here? Of course there is. Paralyze Heal, not bad. But yeah, honestly, solid choices overall. I'm trying to think. When it comes to Ultra Beasts, honestly, I'd probably go Guzzlord. That was a shiny Beldum. No, unfortunately not. It does take a little bit of getting used to the fact that okay, Mount Moon changed a lot. But it takes a bit of getting used to that. Oh wow, they've really changed Mount Moon, Jesus. That all the Mons are different, and some of them like looks very similar to their original form, kind of like the Beldum. That it's like at a quick glance you'd be like, that's a different colored Beldum. That must be a shiny. Okay, we'll try low kicking the star. Oh yeah, we haven't ran into that many Team Rockets. So does that mean there's a bunch of Team Rockets coming up? Should I go heal up soon? I might have to go heal up soon. Because if they're gonna put me in some kind of like boss kind of gauntlet. Ooh, okay, we're at Pokedex 15, so we could possibly run back and go grab Flash now. Okay, if we have to go back and heal, that's what I'll do. I'll go grab Flash while I'm thinking about it. Rotata. Oh, right, this guy. I believe he'll actually part poison? Ghost poison? Maybe ghost poison. Okay, either way, that works for us. Drill Duo? Okay, gotta be Doduo. Drill? Does that mean it's gonna be part steel? Yeah, we'll keep the whole cluster out. Drill Duo? It's a robot. Okay, Rock Smash the robot. Okay, neutral damage, so steel flying, I guess? Maybe? I'd be interested to see. Oh, that's a living. Definitely seems like it. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be specifically a living wall or if it's supposed to be like based on a shield. But I'm fairly confident that it's a Staryu at the bare minimum. Okay, revive. My second run, yeah, I think I might just do the good ending and make my full stealth run wherever the fuck gets me through. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. If you're gonna have to do 2 more playthroughs anyway. Okay, Carboink. Okay, we know this Carboink is swole AF. But how heavy is this Carboink? Heavy enough to die to a low kick. Especially since there's a trophy that makes you beat the game without killing anyone. Yeah. Okay, I didn't read the name, but what is this? What are we coming at? Okay. Zinkanith? Zinkanith? Honestly, like, I have to say, this makes me actually enjoy Relicanth. Because, like, Relicanth, it's a boring fish. Like, I get it, ancient fish, super old, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but this is like a cool little, like, dino boy. I love it. Okay, also, apparently not super-duper heavy. I can live with that. Decent design? Yeah, I like it. Makes me sad that it clearly won't have an evolution. I would love to see where it would go. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's pull out Mermaid Man. Let's kind of see what we have ahead of us. Potion. So that just leads down to there. That's a guy. Oh yeah, we've never actually never ended up catching Pickle. Alright, get in the ball. I want to know your typing. Colonies of Pickle live underground burrows. They dig in search of coal, their favorite food. Okay. And then because we're not using it in the Nuzlocke, because we're just catching it to know what typing it is, I'm excavating for fossils here under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock from Pewter Gym lends me a hand. Okay, cool. So many encounters. Oh wow, really burnt off of that? Honestly, rude. Hey. Alright, what's up with you? No item. Okay, why you had her just running up against a rock? I will never know. Poochiever. Okay, good crit. Might have mattered, I don't know. Hit Cole again. Oh, bubble beam. I'm assuming Pickle probably goes the same route as Pichu need Friendship Evolution. Alright, alright, I'm gonna do a save state, because if I run into... Okay, that was interesting. But if I run into like an unskippable boss fight and I'm not... Shiny! I was like, why is that a different color? It's a shiny! Guys, shiny! We got a shiny scripture! Let's go! Okay, we need to catch this. Little scratch? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, my heart sank there a little bit. No, stay in the ball, Scripture. That's where you're meant to be, in the ball. Also appreciate the lurk, Doctor. I just now noticed it. Shiny, let's go. Knowledge Pokemon. People who read Scripture, they're Scripture. That's all there's to it. Are said to gain so much knowledge their brain bursts. Jesus Christ, from not being able to contain it all. Okay, what do we nickname this shiny boy? You know what? Again, as always, like if somebody comes up with a good nickname, just let me know it. I was like, I can change the name at any time. I'm just to keep things moving. I'm going with what my brain tells me. We'll go Schmimic for Shiny Mimic. What a find! Oh wow, that man has eyes, guys. Three Mons, another Carboink. We Carbonk the Carboink. Alright, I would like to be able to get out of Mount Moon before we end stream. Spiralt? Okay, I'm gonna assume that it is a ground type or an electric type based on the ult, like it's going for a bolt. Okay, Spearow, but like it's still giving me electric by the name, but it's definitely not giving me electric by what it looks like. So your guess is as good as mine, but let's go. Okay, it's not a ghost type at least. It's a dead type, so maybe now ghost type. And then we already know Rotata is... I'm pretty sure we confirmed that it was weak to dark moves, so I should be able to bite it. Because I'm pretty sure it's poison ghost or just ghost, I don't know. All I know is bite kills it. Ooh, thief. We don't have any dark types, so we can't really get lucky with a whatchamacallit? With a stab for thief. Stab thief is fairly good. Okay, then yeah, you want a battle, which isn't a big deal. Alright, after this battle, I think I'll take the time to... Alright, so long as you don't have a electric move hiding on you, I think we'll be okay. It's super effective. The hell typing are you? Alright, and we've already seen the rock Phanpy, which is whatever. Alright, 20 on Mermaid Man. Okay. No hidden item on that rock anymore. Interesting. Okay, we'll speed this up. Alright, I don't know what's gonna be the deal with... Alright. I think we will start with the Hulkbuster for this fight. I will also hit a save state again, just in case it like turns into like some kind of I'm gonna run from that because I think you're psychic and or fairy. Alright, save state on the off chance that this ends up being a crazy boss fight for whatever reason. Ooh, double battle. Ooh, I can't say I like the name Sneeko. Definitely bad vibes. Probably a cuck. But side chick? Side chick? Very cool. Alright, alright. Hulkbuster. And we'll also go Accelerock to try and make sure the side chick don't survive. Ooh, that was a crit too. Okay, we at least neutralized that. Still no word on what in the world Sneeko is. Again, other than a cock. Tough Kip. Well, we know Tough Kip. That being said, let's low kick you. We'll swap you. And then let's go Goldie. Ooh. Okay. Hitting the pursuit there. Kind of rude. Okay, so confirmed dark type for Sneeko, which I guess I can't be that surprised. Alright, we Rock Smash Sneeko, and then we Draining Kiss Tough Kip. But interesting, they gave him the 3, Hoenn starters? Ooh, good damage. Okay, are you gonna tell me anything about the 2 fossils? Do you want the Helix fossil? Do you want the Dome fossil? I mean, you gotta go Lord Helix. Like, I don't make the rules. You gotta go Lord Helix. Alright. One last quick save. Again, if like a random boss, I was gonna say, if a random boss fight comes up, I'm just gonna hit this save and go from there. Recover could be some nasty work, to be honest. Okay, so we can't go up there. So it looks like that's just a free spot. Just out of curiosity. Okay, no hidden item there. And then does this just take us straight to Cerulean? It does. Oh wow, yeah, I mean, not a big surprise that they changed up so much. Alright, we'll worry about exploring the town here in a second. First things first, I want to heal. I want to reorganize our box so that way we know who we can and can't use. I want to see if we could reasonably fit in our shiny mimic. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. You have a moonstone on you, alright. We'll look at your types in a moment. You have a star piece on you, alright. Definitely seems like, for whatever reason in this game, a lot of mons happen to have a, tend to hold items. Alright. You are pure psychic. Interesting. Own tempo, so no confusion. Lick, confusion, cutie cry. Okay, so it's very similar to our Ledian. Alright, I think we'll save Mimic for now, but that'll be a great backup. Alright, you are Steel Psychic. Okay, so you still at least keep the Psychic type. You went from Rock to Steel. That's fair. Pure Fairy, kind of figured that was generally what that was going to be. Just Ground type. Interesting. Real quick, move items. Alright, we take. Oh, wait. And we bag. Alright. Now, before we end for the night, I'm going to put Goldie out front because Goldie is at least the least likely to murder something right now. I'll just have to remember to explore the town later when we come back next week. But let's at least get our next encounter if we can. Okay, no hidden item there. Oh, okay, Meowxie, let's go. Alright, so this will be... Meowxie will be a really great replacement for Goldie if Goldie eventually goes. I'm very excited to see what Meowxie's overarching design is going to be. Also, we can start getting some Great Balls. That'd be awesome. Though I don't think we can get Great Balls until Surge. Okay, just... Brother! Alright, said you're the next likely to probably not kill. I think you still have Tackle, right? Tackle. Man, what's up with this cat giving out smooches? Okay, we got the Tackle. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up a bit. Okay, just remember that we have Rough Skin, so... Ooh, now that you got... Alright, get in the ball, buddy. Cool. Alright, that one's legit. Oh. Alright, ooh, we can fit a space in there. Nice. Alright, so... Neko Magic. Okay, it looks like they're at least nice enough to give you the little markers on the ground for if there is a, whatchamacallit, a hidden item. Okay. Well, with that being said, let's go get healed back up, and then we can raid out. If anybody's on, that is. I think. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I got some Pal World to play, then I probably would stay on a little bit later, do a little bit more shenanigans here in AlteRed, but now that I got the idea that AlteRed is a bit of a challenge, I'm going to treat it as such. Now, obviously, we're going to be going into Misty Blind. Other than the fact that we know she has water types, I don't know nothing. I'm going to also probably try and aim for level 25 for most everybody. And by most everybody, I mean everybody. Ooh. Kind of. Ooh, maybe we should stay on for a little bit. Is our team high enough to take on Rival? 2 20s, a 19, and 18? I mean, maybe. You know what? You know what I'll do? I'll probably do some off-stream grinding, get everybody up to 20 before we take on Rival. So that could be something good. That could be something good. All right. Let's see who is on. Is anybody on a Sunday night? If I remember correctly, I feel like not many people tend to be on a Sunday night. Yeah, not anybody really on and about, which again, not a big surprise. It's a Sunday. All right, everybody. If you're watching over on YouTube, if you're hearing my voice, if you have enjoyed the vibes, if you enjoyed the content, definitely hit the sub, hit the like. It means a lot to me, and it just helps the videos out in general. Other than that, it'll let you know when I go live, so you can see more of these shenanigans. Next week, because I haven't put out a schedule yet, which I'll probably do tomorrow morning-ish. Obviously, we still are going to be doing Lords of the Fallen. I'm very excited about that. I will have more things to talk about when that comes around. Long story short, started a second character just to play a little bit offline, and gotta say, second character, a lot of fun. It was like, then we have some like back exploring that we have to do because I've clearly missed some stuff. Let's see. Tuesday, I'm planning on doing a morning stream on Tuesday. I know I originally said whenever I lost my job I wasn't going to do any morning streams until I got all of my editing that I needed to get done, but I got a key for Enshrouded, so I want to show that off before it's too late, and I don't really feel like swapping off any of the days that I would normally do. Wednesday, still Divinity. Friday, still Soul Link Shuffler, which we're still making good progress on, and then next Sunday, so a week from today, more AlteRed Nuzlocke shenanigans. But either way, once again, thank you all for joining me. Really do appreciate it, and I will catch y'all in the next one.